to remember where we left off. We were opening up... Oh god, really? We need to build the shaders every single time we load this damn game. Experiment with squad configurations. Not bloody likely. I can fast travel. Yes, we will fast travel there, thank you. Where the hell are we going?
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Yeah, no kidding, I'm out from behind my little shield there.
The Site 1 folks were interested in the monoliths, too.
Did they learn anything?
Mostly what you learn the hard way. But hey, now you're here.
More remnant bots. These ones don't seem hostile. Get ready to fight!
Much for not being hostile, huh? Wow, really?
Let's do this! Lexi, found another colonist.
So many. All right, send me their information.
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see...
What do we have here?
Where was the body? It says they found another body. Okay, where was he? Did we miss him?
I'll need to use the interface that controls this.
Interface accepted.
Looks like we'll have to jump.
Okay, what is that? We don't know.
That did it. That should do it.
Okay, but here's the question. She said, hey, we found a new... There it is.
Pavlov, Amira S.
Got it. Thanks, Ryder.
I detect a high level of remnant encryption here, Pathfinder. To continue, you will need to decrypt it.
Okay, if you say so. They're having us play frickin' Sudoku. Okay, look at that.
Nice. Looks like that kept dropship.
Seriously? Done. The monoliths are online and connected to something in the lake. This could be the master switch we're looking for.
I'll meet you there. Don't do anything without me.
They got Cora! Is it just me? Or do Kets seem to appear everywhere we find remnant tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Not just you. Hi, sweetie. Hi. You need some things, or are you just running away from the boys? I'd run away from the boys, too. A little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Hi. What? Skills. Because he just leveled up. Okay. Um... Alright. 3. Sure, good. That's it. That's it for here. Taking all this stuff. Anything else? Nope, guess not.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to the Nexus.
And?
Fairwinds Basin. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
Maybe more than a little.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but there are multiple complications to resolve.
Meaning? What kind of complications to resolve are we talking about here? Fast travel over there may as well.
Got them all.
Just gonna just let us in or what?
Up there. Coming out of the lake.
The tech's underground, too? Let's see.
It's opening up.
I see it door. Come on!
I would love to, but I need a bridge first.
Whoa, it's forming a bridge.
Looks solid. If not, prepare to swim.
Open sesame. Let's change Cora. For... Oh, I can't bring PB. Okay, never mind. Alright, well that would have been nice.
No. No, this can't be right. All that fanfare for an empty room? There's some secret here. There must be. Do your Pathfinder thing. Oh, you're good.
It was nothing really.
And I make it look so easy.
That's a long way down. Can't tell how far.
That can't be air pressure. Electrostatic? Ah, gravitation. Oh, you idiot, PB. That wasn't the front door. This is.
I'll let you know.
Hey!
Damn right we jump.
It's acting like a gravity well.
But where's it taking us?
Embrace the unknown, Ryder. Now this is more like it.
Looks like a bunker. Or a vault?
Whatever you call it. The controls for that atmosphere processor might be down here somewhere.
Let's find out.
Anything could be important. Let's be thorough.
Not what we're looking for, but worth getting a record.
Watch your fingers. There might be traps.
I'm not detecting any.
I've made that mistake before.
I think that gravity well works in reverse, too.
Then we have a way out.
You're not leaving already, are you?
Not until we find those processor controls. Got anything?
There's element 0 threaded through all this tech. Imagine the engineering that would take.
Look there, you see that?
Might be Jada, or bits of it.
Only minimal power. I don't think it triggered the atmosphere processor, but...
Pathfinder, a conduit beneath the floor just activated. Fluid is running through it. It could be generating emergency power. Your scanner will have more details.
no signs of any cat. Maybe they can't get into the vault?
But you can. That'll get their attention.
Lucky me. I see the conduit, Sam. Whatever it is, it leads out of the room.
Phrase recovered. Must read to access. This console links to surface facilities.
Then it must control the atmosphere processor.
No glyphs. It looks dead, or locked down, like most of this place.
The fluid conduit leads to this console and further into the vault.
So if we follow that conduit, it might lead to the system lockdown.
These data pattern things are incredible. If I'm right, each one can hold hundreds of zettabytes. There are whole species who get by with less.
Minor corruption detected. The pattern suggests significant data present, but it cannot be accessed.
Another gravity well, and that's new.
What is it?
A symbol of authority? A key? It's easy to speculate with Remnant, but we need more facts. I'll see what I can find on this beauty. Maybe over this way.
Whatever has this place on lockdown is that way.
I do my best work solo. You fix up the vault, I'll investigate the relic, and together we'll figure this place out.
You don't watch many horror vids, do you? We have no idea what's down here.
And we never will if we miss something because we're huddled in a group. I'll be careful.
Just stay on the radio.
I'm on frequency 145.8. Stay safe.
You can't be too risky for her with everything turned off, right?
This gravity well's sealed off. No way through.
Incidentally, a gravity well is the gravitational effect of a large mass in
Need
space.
something?
This is more accurately a well with variable
Oh, yeah,
gravity.
over there.
Keep a note for our sorry
You
friend.
need something?
And for when we try to
Okay.
explain all this.
What was that? Have fun. Don't make a mess.
Comm check. It's, well, you know who.
We read you, baby. Stay in touch. They dug this place through solid rock.
Look at the ceiling. Those star things must be bracing it.
Whoa. What's that liquid?
Unable to classify.
The only way through is down towards it.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Looks like a blast shield. That might be handy.
No touchies.
It's dead. Nothing.
It's industrial. Part of the construction?
Can we open the door? Let's see what's in here.
A storeroom?
Assemblers! They're hostile!
Careful! Remember, they make other remnants.
I know they make other remnant, which is why we're killing them.
The air's tingling. Like the moment before lightning.
See what else is out here.
So whatever that liquid is, they need a whole aqueduct of it.
Make that 2 aqueducts, at least. I just crossed one. Careful! Don't fall in that liquid! It burns through your shield. Found that out the hard way.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My God.
All this for an atmosphere processor? What is this place?
Are we even going the right way? No, but we'll take everything. I'm gonna say no, we did not.
How come this liquid hasn't dried up? Unless turning that conduit on started it all flowing again. Wouldn't that be something?
Give me your treasures.
Another aqueduct. This liquid is everywhere.
What are those pyramids? They must be huge.
We've got company. More remnant.
Watch the edges!
Got it. Eyes up. Don't let them get above us.
Keep up the pressure! We're almost through!
Hostiles down.
Yes, they are.
Some things down here work, and some don't.
Perhaps to direct and assist manual reactivation of the vault, or to mislead intruders.
Great.
That and that. Okay, that puts out the blast shield. That works.
PB!
Ryder! That relic box I found? Not a symbol of authority. The remnants still shoot at me. I'll try it with one of
Is that a good idea?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
It would take years to tunnel a place this big.
And good reasons to build it.
This. Ooh. Take that all. Big, whatever this is.
That's one way to light a room. The atmosphere processor we found before didn't need all these steps. Dad just interfaced with it directly.
Let's not.
Direct intervention was necessary in that case, but clearly unwise.
Look how high it is. Might be another gravity well? The well's sealed. Damn. Maybe we can use the conduit for emergency power, same as before. Better safe than sorry. Take them out!
You're sure this well isn't going to open up under us?
Pretty sure. Focus on the remnant. Wonder if I get anything on the scanner. The conduit splits and goes through each of those devices.
Interfacing may complete the circuit and allow the well to open.
If it gets
Of
us
course
to the
it
system
does.
lockdown, let's try. Okay, let's hit both those consoles and complete the circuit.
Yeah, let's just sit there and start interfacing with completely alien technology, fucking around and seeing what happens.
This device appears defensive in nature. Power restored to the gravity well. The conduit leads down. Conduit fluid pressure is variable. There could be activity below.
Then let's dig deeper.
Down we
Alien
go.
dust. How old is this place?
Unknown. Radiation counts indicate the vault has been offline for several hundred years.
Around the time the Scourge appeared? That can't be a coincidence. Maybe the Scourge is why all this tech was abandoned? Crap, the conduit sprang a leak.
Right over the console. If you try interfacing, you'll burn your hands off.
And no fluid means no power. Damn it. Maybe that's why those devices up above were turned off. We're not turning back now. There has to be some way to fix the leak.
Ryder! Up here! What happened? I can't get any doors to work.
The conduit's breached.
Hey, wait! The observers were using weird laser frequencies to fix a broken wall back there. I can send the frequencies to your Omni tool. Maybe they can patch up the conduit?
And received. I'll give him a shot. The system's responding to those frequencies. Just a patch job, but it should hold.
Nice work! If it's fixed, that console should work now.
One can hope.
Looks like it worked.
There's even a bridge! You're a pal, Ryder.
Where are you going?
We've got to be close to the system lockdown by now. First one gets the glory.
We'll catch up. Let's see if we powered up a way out of here.
Likely.
Will you look at that?
Nowhere to go but down. Looks like they didn't want anyone getting through here easy.
Watch your step. It's still a long drop. Wait, plants? All the way down here?
That's strange.
No sunlight, no water. They should all be dead.
The planet's a wasteland, but maybe they're just hardy.
The source of the system lockdown may yield more information. We appear to be close.
If this doesn't test fly the jump jet, nothing will.
Company!
Come on, poke your head out. Hey, Judas, how are you, sir? How was your evening? How's everything going? Back here.
It made a new path. I think that's the right way. We could reach it if we backtrack.
Could we now? Well, let's go take a look through here first before we sit there and say we're not going to go that way.
Looks like a side room. Still, could be anything in here.
Could we not?
It'll be fine.
Hate this.
Hate this.
Hate it.
See? Absolutely fine.
Actually, for once, this isn't my staying up and catching a stream. We just woke up. Oh. Okay. Are you... Did your schedule change or something? Or are you just kind of in that weird, I'm gonna wake up at odd times thing? I was up at 6 today because my oldest had swim practice, so he swims 6 days a week, and Saturdays
Observers coming up at us.
is 7 a.m. swim. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing.
Armor hydraulics compensating.
Oh, that bit's slippery.
I don't know if we're working against some DI. When done. Scrutinize the server. Got it. Hey man, whatever you got to do to get it working, that's all. That's what. Then do it. Like I said, if you have not tried
Got a path to
WireGuard yet, do it.
Sounds like you made it.
We're 2 gravity wells down already, and this place goes even deeper. What's at the bottom?
Let's not find out the hard way.
I'm team unit at like 10, so I've had my 6 hours basically. Yeah, so I was up at 6. The problem is that today normally it's a 3-hour practice, so it's 2 hours of swim and an hour of weightlifting. They didn't do that today, so it was only technically 7 to 9. So I could sit there. We leave at 6:30, drop him off 7 o'clock to 9. He swims. So I come back home because I'm like, there's no reason for me to stay. It's fucking early. I get home and I'm like, well, it's not worth me going to sleep because I need to sit there and get up and go get him in an hour. So I just stayed up. Then we went grabbed a couple things for dinner, and then I sat there and said, okay, I'm taking a nap. This was at like, do I need to empty the OpenVPN folder? I don't think so. I just told it to say, hey, use WireGuard. Because I was using OpenVPN at one point before, and then just sat there and said, screw it, we'll use this.
Too far, even for jump jets.
That's what this is for.
Come to Andromeda, walk on air.
This technology just waiting, sleeping.
Feel that? This whole platform's resonating with something.
Something.
We must be close. No question. This is the heart of the vault.
never seen anything like it.
All conduits converge here, Pathfinder.
That must be the lockdown console.
Let's just sit there and play with technology that... Yeah, after all, you are up. Did we break it?
Huh. Any thoughts, Sam?
Unknown. Though it appears related to the lockdown, an in-depth study may reveal its purpose. The system lockdown is disabled. The vault and the atmosphere processor should return to full operation.
Ryder, you fixed the lockdown, didn't you? The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart. Really off the chart.
But if it's back online, we should be good.
Ryder.
Time to go.
Baby, get back to the entrance now!
I saw it! What is that thing?
Don't risk it, just go! Watch out! Vents!
Keep running!
Too far to jump! Got another bridge?
Working on it.
Faster! Don't let it catch us!
It would be wise to escape, Ryder.
I know, Sam! Another gravity well!
We don't
Time to
know
go.
where it goes!
It goes away from here. We're taking it. It's still coming!
It's sweeping the whole vault! Kill anything in its way!
Yeah, like us!
Time to go.
That's the door to the entrance. Almost there. The barrier's gone.
You want that thing? Grab it quick!
We're almost clear. Where are you? Hello? PB? Go! Go, go, go!
Ah, it's right on our heels!
Get to the gravity well!
Shit, it's sealed! Try to get something under it!
Console is attempting surface reconnection.
Come on!
Vault restart is now complete.
That was... Talk about a rush.
What just happened?
What was that? Field.
I know a trap when I see one.
An immune response? Maybe one last scrub for startup? This place is full of surprises.
We have to be more careful. That field almost disintegrated us.
But it didn't. You want to focus on that or the cool vault you just activated?
Atmosphere processor is online. Recovering last console activity.
Is that the Helios cluster?
Yeah. There we are. That's Eos.
Something happened. Because we restarted the system?
If that light is us, then all these points could be vaults in other worlds. Dormant like this one.
Maybe. But why is there a whole network of them? What's all this for?
Unless the builders show up to explain themselves, all we've got is guesswork. So far, we've seen bots, living plants, atmosphere processors.
I
Possibly.
once did supply runs for a council team that was seeding some ice planet's atmosphere, trying to melt the ice caps.
To help with support life.
That first processor we saw was making things worse, but maybe it malfunctioned.
Is that what these builders were trying to do? Make worlds habitable? Even terraform a whole cluster?
Hey, look there. That's different. Maybe it's active? We've got to go see.
Sam?
Extrapolating. These coordinates lie beyond the space we have currently surveyed, Pathfinder.
Mark it on our charts. We need more to go on. Let's head up to the surface. I could use some fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that sky.
How? No atmosphere processor works that fast.
If this effect is representative, Pathfinder, air and moisture patterns will show noticeable improvement. Eos could support an outpost.
A foothold. That's all we need. Just enough to begin. This remnant technology could be the key to our survival, if we can control it.
It changes whole planets. Let's go slow.
We've got a lead. Sam marked it on the charts down there. That site is active, whatever it is. Who knows what we'll find there.
We? You want to come along?
I want to know what makes the Remnant tick. You've got a key to their technology. Or a crowbar, at least.
Hold on 1 second. Mom's texting me.
Welcome aboard. We'll get you a fancy job title to go over your bunk.
I only need a footlocker. Datapad, toothbrush, clean underwear, that'll do. I'll catch up with you.
Well, this will be interesting.
Now for our new outpost.
You have already logged an ideal site. Nav point noted. Updating Tempest.
The Nexus is on pins and needles, Ryder. Pods are inbound and ready.
Let's go make it happen.
Radiation levels increasing. Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
Fast travel, thank you. Yeah, I mean, are you using any sort of like weird routing or anything like that on, or
Is that
on your
Drac?
what's the word? Can't think of it. On the, any weird port forwarding or anything.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Get ready to fight!
Ryder, about time you joined the party. Think I made them angry. Good. That's it, kid. Keep it up.
Nice headshot.
Color me impressed.
Headshot.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
Work well together.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
Shields are up. I'll take their fire.
Outpost beacon. Set her up.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What does everybody else think?
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
I say scientific. Aren't we here to explore?
I say military. There's too many threats out here.
Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Scientific it is.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder.
EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is far
That's
from
amazing.
golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible.
We did.
The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
I appreciate your candor. We're all on the same side.
I wouldn't go that far.
What happened to that bush? It just went like this.
The Reality Rider? You bought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
I don't care why anyone helps, so long as they do.
I've heard that before. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
I can't get on the web UI with WireGuard. I don't know, man. I can't say that I've had that kind of problem. I mean, one thing you could do is you could just sit there and completely nuke the Docker and everything associated with it, and then install it and only do WireGuard, like have it kind of start fresh. It's a thought.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder.
Sorry, it came to what?
Pathfinder?
Sorry, it came to what? What happened? Amazing how fast this outpost was set up.
Everyone think... At it first. The doctors have a name for it by now. It just needs time.
Did that? Okay. Then... I don't know.
Pathfinder. A word with you? Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Good work?
Is this a sure thing, Mitney, or just pie in the sky?
I have no interest in wasting your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
An actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Enjoy. Quit. I'll be up all night collecting moisture readings.
Bradley asked about it. Is there anything he's not overseeing?
I think he feels safer with the boss shut the door.
Okay, so if you've done that, I don't know, man. I am at a bit of a loss.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real. Head for the Nexus, Pathfinder. The Drummels will have more going on when you come back.
Personally, I think you just broke it.
Hello there. Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Hanley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
What about Bradley?
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
So what are the conditions like now?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for Remnant tech support. I'll take it.
So what are you guys researching here?
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying Remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
Well, good luck with that.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
I should go. I should go. Okay.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say
early
we
for that, isn't
shouldn't
it?
teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds.
Just a movie.
Thanks for stopping.
Hudson Hawk. You didn't say a good movie. You just said suggest a movie.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
So tell me about Bradley.
Thoughts on your boss?
The old man. He's pretty tied into what happens here. I just pick up the day-to-day scraps. Good at cracking the whip for these science types. Doesn't fall for the details. I hope he's proud. Feels like he's proud.
So, what do we think about the viability of EOS now?
Thoughts on how the outpost is doing? The planet?
Stellar. We keep it up, we'll make this world look like the brochures.
So, what's your background here?
How did you come to the initiative?
Avengers Endgame.
I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Where are you from?
Where'd you launch out of?
The pale blue dot, Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
Things were easier. So much already built. We get to do it all again, for good or bad, I guess.
Better get it right.
Family troubles?
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I liked where I was. There were other things that brought us here.
Not me. Eyes on distant stars. Always have been.
Another time.
Of course.
There's one question we
Pathfinder.
did not answer.
Any trouble with the Ket?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
Okay.
Another time.
Of course.
What Ket expert? We didn't talk to anybody about that.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Already getting requests from the Prodromos labs.
Let's go through quarantine. Radiation alerts. Or some of these things. Take that, thank you. Who knew that they were building a Stargate out here?
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's an incredibly bad idea.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Hey, can I not use this thing? Nope, I guess not. Huh. I don't have the stuff for it. Have any platinum? Fuck. I don't have any of this. Fuck. Alright, where's our ride? Talked about a med bay. Now, there's a building that we have not gone into.
Ryder.
What do you got? Hell, all salvage. Oh, hell yeah. What else do you got? Oh, those are all my items. Maxing at under 500 kilobits per second. Connect to 103 Cs, 122 pairs. Yeah, that doesn't sound... That doesn't sound right. Oh, shit, Art. Wow, is that really playing that slow? Wow. Art, my friend, how are you? How was the rest of Hand of Fate this evening? Hand of Fate is amazing, and I love it. It really is a lot of fun. Or, what do you got? You got 3 points. What can I give you? Petra. I wonder why it's being weird there, Art. I really don't know.
Any new supplies?
Hi. You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I'm Fox, chief engineer for Prodromos. Anything you need, ask away.
So why'd you come all the way the hell out here?
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
A
There's
spaceship.
a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance.
What's your job here?
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs. Well, not laws or a constitution, but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnants are a wild card, but Bradley says you have them covered. It'll take work, no question, but I think EOS is really going to be something.
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
Rosters.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down.
Yeah, we gotta find the med bay. I just don't remember where the hell it is. Let's try That's a whole lot simpler. You sit there and set it as a set it as a nav point.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr.
Yes.
Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
What if I am here for a checkup?
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. Was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
I think that's Javik. I think that's Javik's voice actor from Mass Effect 3.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-team colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Why the hell did you come all the way out here?
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, he suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
That's true. It's the new final frontier.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Yeah, preferably.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. Comparing with locations from the work roster, it's likely the injury occurred near a monolith.
Let's go.
Yeah. Ooh. Alright, let's go find the monolith site. Where the hell is our ride? Should be back over this way, is it not? Oh, and it's over near the thing, so we should be able to change our headgear. We'll get the rest of the outfit because you look kind of silly the way it is. We're gonna fast travel there, and then we're gonna see what's going on. Let me get some more crazy votes going. The one thing I do like about... The one thing I do like about Hand of Fate is that it definitely gives... It allows you to do a whole lot of, like, integration with chat. The downside is it fills up chat really quickly.
That's classified.
Uh-huh. Don't start something you can't finish, Harper.
Okay, look. Not starting anything. I'm military, you're not. But we're in this together now. Only thing that counts is getting out of it. If you've got the skills to help with that, and it looks like you do, then
we're good?
We're good.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Oop, can't go that far out.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Let's see. I don't know if I can get to it, but do I? No, I was saying the one thing that I really do like about Hand of Fate is,
hard lessons we can't forget.
We knew
obviously
Promise would die.
a lot of the
All we could do is watch it happen.
the chat integration.
Radiation levels
The
within
downside
acceptable limits.
is all of the chat integration because it can really fill up chat really quickly. Hey, I don't disagree with you.
Recording Initiative Cryo-Identification E-97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
She took risks and they didn't work. But nothing worked.
Didn't want to go, but ran out of things to try.
Oh, I get it, Art. I get it.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Oop, can't be up here. Radiation level 3 will kill me.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Consider it left. Now here's the real question. Nope, can't go up there.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
They are now.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me their name, I'll update the records and tag the body for recovery.
Where?
These shield masts are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
Standard issue. The outpost was going through them like gizzard picks.
Avante, Tegan C. Radiation got to her.
The sky is beautiful in its own way.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them.
Not where I'd want to stake a claim, but some will be all too eager.
Got them all.
Okay. And the bot isn't working like it did before? I don't know. I don't use that one. Oh, it's just a bug.
I think that's it.
Now, can we get to where we need to go from where we are?
Enemies!
Oh, that's right, because it probably changed your key.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind.
Did they now?
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice, obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked, go hide behind the...
Lexi, found another colonist.
Get to the work crew. Where are they?
This place is a strain on our gear, but so is everywhere else.
We're outfitted best we can be.
Gil has tuned the Nomad perfectly for Eos.
Help us! Please!
Target's down!
Okay.
Great timing.
Let's talk.
Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the Remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These Remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I have a super intelligent AI and enough experience with the Remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
A great place to park.
First outpost. It must mean something to you.
Hopefully, Prodromos sets a high bar.
I hear resource...
Fast traveler there. Hopefully we can get... If I can get this thing, I can get to where I need to be.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Well, I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out tonight. I enjoy your company, as always. Wait a minute,
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
Where's that? PayPal question. I don't know, man. Personally, I think you broke it. Yeah. Well, maybe we just sit there and we'll head back to the Nexus and see what happens.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
He's tried uninstalling
Before
it,
the meeting
reinstalling it,
gets
doing a bunch of
started,
that.
I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
This isn't a military vessel, but there need to be rules. Better to ask about protocol. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's
It was
focus.
a great ending.
Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on, hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
Let's see. Minute. Okay. Now I've got all of these guys that I need to sit there and level up. Auto level up, it's fine. Not worth trying to sit there and figure all of that out. Let's go talk to everybody and make sure that everything
Can
is
you
good.
drop by the biolab?
Nice
Sure.
place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some
You're
things
not
stick,
Asari, though.
like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Did you know my dad? Did you know Dad well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe
Somebody's
we'll
a little
all get what we
bitchy.
came out here for.
She didn't like the fact. She didn't like the fact that she didn't get picked for dodgeball.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay. She's special. Hey, what was the announcement, Art? Art, how about you, fill me in? And check their Twitch integration with Discord. Okay. Just making sure. Not have enough platinum for this. Damn. Down.
And don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying, Rushan. It'll be fine.
Right. Have you settled in yet?
Yeah, got all my stuff here.
And your repair kit?
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Granddaughter?
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
What about Kesh?
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Let's learn some more stuff from Drac.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
Tell me about the Krogan colony.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
How do you know Vetra?
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
He's pretty awesome that way.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
What kind of combat experience do you have back in the Milky Way?
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Huh. So what do you think about Sam?
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say
Why
that?
do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Okay, fair enough. Just tell me about your granddaughter.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
All right, you got any good war stories?
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
I'm gonna say maybe.
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
What else you got?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying, quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view, their friends too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
Anything else or no?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
There's just something wrong about the Ket. The absolute single-mindedness.
Okay. How about the Nexus Uprising? Tell me about the mutiny.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station without Spender messing things up.
Okay, let's
Way
do
I
it.
see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Okay.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Figured I'd ask.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
You'll be fine.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy, a live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
You are full of surprises.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables. So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
So, let's see. Tell me about your friendship with Harry.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
But tell me about these memory fragment things that we're looking for.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was a turning point.
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. How do you think the crew is holding up?
Everybody's holding up.
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Tell me about the human crew.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
All right, how about this? How's Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
About Suvi?
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
And Gil?
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
How about Cora?
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
How's Drac?
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Right.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped
Is he now?
about himself, though.
And how about Vetra?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
And how about our new Asari?
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
That sucks.
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
Right.
I'll let you get
See
back
you
to
around.
it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Nope, those are my quarters. I'm going to go back this way.
If you're looking for me, I'm in the escape pod room.
Well, I wasn't looking for you, but I guess I am now.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni Blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Where'd you find a couch?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but
Bitty couch.
Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I miss it too.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
It
600
was.
years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure, exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot.
Hey?
Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story.
But
it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
okay. Let's ask some questions.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
What kind of how about your family situation? What was family like at home?
Tell me about your family.
I missed the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Who defines traditional?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mum and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
Hi, Grandpa. Hi, Smoke. How was your Saturday?
You were a cop then, crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk
Thanks,
later.
man.
I know it.
You know what? Somehow he was able to squeeze a couch in here on the ship. Just might have COVID. That
Oh, hey,
sucks.
Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels
How's
like
she
I just
feeling?
jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
No. I know that I can be of use here. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
And you're good with guns.
Ability to haggle with the locals? Great. But please tell me you're also good in a fight.
Like I said before, Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. I do what I have to. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know.
The
We'll
kids
chat later?
haven't been vaccinated yet. Well, are they old enough to yet or no?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
That's why it's an adventure.
If
And
we
shit,
knew what it was
damn
all
near every
about,
symptom on
it
its own,
wouldn't
but
be an
hey,
adventure.
things still taste
It
right.
would just be moving.
That's good.
And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
So, how'd you join the initiative?
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
They gave the AK for most ages. Yeah, so it's 5 and up at this point. So, and this is obviously kind of a sensitive subject. So answer if you want to or not. But if they are of vaccination age and they don't have any medical conditions, why are they not vaccinated? Just curious.
Have anyone else here with you, besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Like you said, who has time?
Eventually things will settle down a bit.
I think getting a test
Hopefully.
around here is a headache.
Or
Most
we'll be
places,
dead.
at-home tests are sold out.
Anyway.
Most places can't get her in fast enough to matter. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like CVS and whatnot, they'll give it to you, and you can get it in like a day or so. But you can't get the 15-minute ones anymore. Like those are tough to come by.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
I can't schedule the appointments. Well, the problem is now, and the problem is that they say, okay, we'll give you the shot, and within 2 weeks, that's when your immunity kind of hits up. Right. I know you can't touch it. The problem is it's in the house now. So that's going to be tricky.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I do know where to find you. So we basically locked her in our room, and I have to cross my fingers that I also don't pick it up. Yeah, that could get ugly pretty quickly. That's the thing that nobody really sits there and kind of wraps their head around. They're like, oh, it's not gonna be so bad, it's gonna be whatever.
Pathfinder,
But it
making
can
the rounds.
spread so
Slumming
quickly.
it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
I keep forgetting these are noise-canceling headphones. So I've got like the fans and everything are going on the gaming rig and everything, and I just sit there and I put this on and everything just kind of falls away.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
So, Smoke, tell us about the headset and amplifier that you got.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Hey, baby.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it?
Oh, sweetie.
In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Long time no chat. What's up?
Tell me about the Nexus.
How tough was it on
So
the
which
Nexus
ones
all
did
those
you get
months?
again?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
No.
Can't say I have. Well, let me tell you, it's tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse? But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
So tell me about some friends.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Very dynamic ones.
I hear we have you to thank
link them
for
to
getting
me.
the
I'm
Tempest
on
space ready so
Discord. I
quickly.
want to look into
Vetra
them.
brings
I'm
her
not
impossible
getting them. I'm
feats to
just
me.
curious.
I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
Okay, I was like, it's chat didn't scroll through there. I didn't see all that come through. Deathly, how are you? I keep forgetting camera down up there, not down there. How was your Saturday? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We are just kind of in the first, you know, the opening section of Andromeda. So we're slowly but surely getting into it. So everybody coming over from Apostle Stream, welcome. How are you? We are currently playing through Mass Effect Andromeda. You just missed our playthrough of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And we're kind of killing a little bit of time until February 18th when we start Horizon Forbidden West. And I cannot wait. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be able to play that.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
So, I have questions. If you're playing Mass Effect 1, I've got questions. Number 1, are you Broshep or are you Femshep? So that's number 1. How far, you said you just beat Mass Effect 1, so I've got some questions. Did Rex survive? And who did you leave behind on Vermeer? So those are some of the important questions I want to know.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
he flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Okay, he does not like questions.
Anytime.
Alright. Deciding for Elden Ring. He didn't make it clear he's got some questions. Yeah, you know, I have watched videos about Elden Ring. I just don't understand it yet. Like, it just I can't wrap my head around what it's supposed to be. Where is it? But I've got my hands full for stuff that we are going to play. One of these is not going to be on stream. The other two will be. So we've got this one. So we're going to play that on stream at some point. Got it for Christmas. So we're going to play that one on stream at some point. This one, not going to be on stream, much to Smoking Man's disapproval. I keep the Dark Souls game, the Souls games to myself. I did Renegade, so I convinced Rex to help me genocide his people. I let Ash die because she was awful, and her dying was my own personal side goal, and I'm playing as a guy. But I should have played as a girl since I played both Mass Effect 2 and 3 twice each 6 years ago, and did a guy in those runs as well, but it's too late now. No, it's not. No, it's not. I am almost positive. I'm almost positive that in Mass Effect 2, because they are resurrecting you, that you have the opportunity, even if you're importing the save game, you have the opportunity to switch genders. I'm almost positive you can. I swear the characters in this game have all the emotional range of rocks. I need to understand it. I just need to kill more bosses. Ha! Ha! No, I am not playing it on stream. But we've got, believe me, 2022 has got lots of games to play. Obviously, we've got some stuff in the hopper that is coming along. You know, the new God of War will be coming out, so we're definitely going to play that one. Horizon Forbidden West is absolutely going to be, you know, we're going to play the shit out of that game. So there's lots to come in the time to follow. So just stay tuned. There's going to be lots to watch. In case I'll Google it if I can play as a girl and try to romance Garrus. Like I said, I am pretty sure.
We haven't
I'm
really
pretty
spoken
sure
since
that you can sit
orientation,
there
have we?
It's all been so hectic,
and
but I'm sure
swap
things will quiet
genders.
down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
So, Smoke, of the folks, you would have liked Drac. Drac was the Krogan, so you'd like him. PB you'll like for personality. Everybody else is kind of forgettable, to be perfectly honest.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry,
can't?
not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Trying to say there. Let me see. Let me just turn it up for you. I got two of those for you. Memory isn't quite what it used to be. Bite me. So she craves excitement, huh?
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
So, I just want to exit survey for my old employer. Oh, how did that go, Art? So, Apostle, I've never there's a few that I've never romanced as broshep. Once I got to 2, I would usually do, literally, Miranda. But I hear if you do Jack in 2, in 3, once you get to the Citadel, there's a line that she sits there and is talking about. She's talking to you in the Citadel, and she's like, "I'm gonna do you on the, on the pool table," and one of the other guys goes, "Hey, people sit there and eat on that," and she goes, "Damn right they do." No, thank you. Just put them in a Ziploc bag if you don't want any more. What'd you say? Okay, don't eat them all.
Maybe you just needed
You're
more
not going to
sleep.
listen to an ounce of the
We
feedback
were
I
out
left.
for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there,
Back my
done
first
that.
Mass Effect playthrough.
Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Humans. Wow, Smoke. Like, wow. I don't really remember the highlights of 2 and 3, though. So Miranda, so it was Broshep. Yeah, Tally's one that I've never romanced. The most recent time I played through 1, 2, and 3, I did it as Femshep. So I romanced Liara in 1, skipped romancing anybody in 2, so that she wouldn't be pissed off at me in 3 when I get back together with her.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
All right, PB, let's talk a little bit more.
You again.
15-year-old, I didn't appreciate
Want to hear more
Tally
about my
because she
childhood
was...
log cabin?
Was this hot like Miranda? But I'm 21 now, so I'm impressed by bigs. Not as easily impressed by big ass and booba anymore. I am, but hey, whatever. But they don't give you the option to sit there and have a female-female relationship in 2, so is what it is.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. Now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Sounds lonely.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
I will say, though, and you can... Now, Smoke, I just bought the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but since you just played through Mass Effect 1, you can kind of back me up on this. They really did kind of fix a lot of the rough edges, at least around the UI. Not necessarily around combat, not necessarily around some of the stuff, but at least the UI, like how it was, they made it a bit easier to kind of interact with. So they did a good job on that. I am so thankful that they kind of came back out and did Mass Effect, in one big package. And now it's cheap enough that basically everybody can and should play it.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. That ex-friend I mentioned, my accomplice, she finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
We're going to flirt with her a little bit because we're going to end up romancing her.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
So what is your current project?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right.
Nope.
Next question.
Okay. Tell me about the Remnant.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that.
It
There's
wants
so
to
much
kill
to
us.
discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Well, Art, I mean, realistically, they program all of that shit to make it legally acceptable and politically correct so that they can't be sued for anything like that. So don't put much thought into that. You may hear something back. You never know. There was, what was it? We were getting... Witcher 2. And chat's coming through late tonight. It's taking a bit for it to catch up. What was it? We were shopping for a car out here. And I was emailing a couple of places, and one ended up kind of getting back to us later than the other one, so at that point we were just like, you know what, it's too late. We went someplace else. And the sales guy in it was being a real shithead. Like, there are no competitors to us in this city. You guys you South Side people just can't handle our roundabouts because they're famous for the traffic circles up on the north side. Like, he was being a real condescending shit. So I ended up forwarding the email that he sent me to the sales manager there at the dealership. Within an hour, I had a phone call. Within an hour, the guy was like, "I'm so sorry. What can we do?" Like, he was very apologetic. I'm like, right now, the two worst things that I can do is, one, not buy a car with you, which we didn't, and two, I can sit there and tell everybody that your guy was an asshole. So use it as a training moment. Let me catch up on chat. So I ended up dropping Emmy back. That's why I just got around to it now. It was too, but I think the Legendary made it more palatable. It absolutely did. Isn't bad. You want to tune in and try playing the first Witcher game, but that's painful. I am tempted to get into the Witcher series. What is a good place to hop into it? Is it good to sit there and hop in at 3 or try to play 1 and 2 first? Witcher 2 with Reshade is awesome. Witcher 2 I can stomach. 1, though, I'd rather throw myself off the top of the local hospital. Okay, so you do something with the fucking points, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know. I'll get there. I'll remember. I'll do something. Play 1 and 2 first. It's all context. 90,000 points.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's a professional.
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
All right, good to know.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
So 2 will tie a bit ahead of where the series is now. Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time, and I jumped in blind without any previous games or books, and I never felt left behind or really confused. So if you want to play the prior stuff, by all means, but I think it's not necessary. 3, 1 plays 2. The first game is just so painful, like the story and all that. It's great. The combat and system is a fucking nightmare. It does a pretty good job of catching you up on shit that's happened and everyone in it. Okay, so here's a question then. If I watch the TV show, will I know... I mean, obviously, I kind of get the idea of what a Witcher is, and, you know, I have a little bit of background into who Yennefer is and Ciri is. By watching the TV show, will that kind of help me catch up a bit, or is it kind of like how they did Game of Thrones, where not everything is, you know, meant to do all that? Surprisingly good job, Canada. I haven't watched the series. Got it. Okay, if I figured I'd ask. Season 1. As someone who's read a few of the books, I think it's fine, but just fine. It does more of a Game of Thrones thing. It requires a rewatch or 2 for the summer. Got it. So, I said, I'm just trying to figure out is where, like if I was going to sit there and get into the game, does it give me enough to make sense? Back into the books, I ended up putting them on hold. Witcher 3 is a major fucking time sink, though. Just to throw it out there, the game is long.
I'm picking up
Okay.
something. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Thank you for that. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna go cluster map. The Nexus. It took me 125 hours to do a pseudo 100%. It's chunky. Oh! I mean, that reminds me of... What was it?
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
What was I gonna say?
Sensors.
Hi, son. Oh, what was it? It was, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That one was, before you even get to the DLC, was 100 hours of content. I mean, it was ridiculous. Hey, son, how was your Saturday? How's everything going? He's like 80 to 100 hours first aid take 40. Wow.
Probe away. Detecting what's left of a ship.
We got ship stuff. You do all the quests, but not the treasure hunts and things. It's been, as long as sleep has been nuts the past few weeks. Well, I would say second DLC is also 20 hours. It just adds another 20 hours of side content as well. Got it. See, I'm not opposed to side content for stuff. Like I said, I spent a fuck ton of time in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I loved Odyssey. I thought the female voice actress was fantastic.
Anomaly detected.
It's dangerous because it's easy to get sucked into it all. So was a lot of stuff. I own the game. I'll just add it in, you know, we'll add it to the list. Add it to the list. So, Deathly, you're kind of coming in right at the right time. You've got all of our regulars are kind of popping in, and like we've got, you know, you saw there's some of our social links and everything right there. So Discord, we do a lot of technology talk. So we've done like I post giveaway stuff that I find. So we talk, like I said, we talk tech, we talk all this kind of stuff. I've got nerd stuff in there. So like any of the interesting Marvel movies and all that other stuff is on there. Yeah, I'd like to think we've got a pretty good group of nerds on Discord.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Okay, we got a volcano. Yay. Talking to a... I am not a boomer.
Anomaly
I am
on sensors.
not a boomer.
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Not a boomer. That is significantly before my time. Thank you very much. Not... Wow. Wow. Yeah, they'll fit in here real nice. Already calling me Gramps. I'm getting a rise out of you. Yeah, I know you do. The only person we're missing tonight is Kaz. I wonder what he's up to. No, okay. So I was telling Art earlier. Today was busy early day, so my oldest is on the swim team, so he is 6 days a week in the pool. And hot damn if it wasn't like okay, we need to be up at 6 a.m. today outside. Soon to be non-existent hairline. It's not receding, it's retreating. But what was it? So I was up at 6 getting the kid over to swim, and I was like, I'm tired. So we've got about another half hour or so on stream, because it's like, yeah, about half hour or so. In some people's case, they're back. Hey, you do you.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Good day to party.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieve with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Jan Garson, founder of the initiative.
All right, let's do a little bit of poking around.
Right now, I guess life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens. But we know there's always room for improvement. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
Operations, we gotta go talk to some folks.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios, an independent arm of the Andromeda Initiative.
This is Addison. Our first outpost, Andromeda, has confirmed full deployment on Eos. We expect the colony to be fully self-supporting.
There's puke on the floor.
Supplies.
I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up with germs.
I'm gonna grow a real beard without being patchy. What you need is some of that. What you need is some of that stuff that they used to spray on, that spray on hair that you'd see on the infomercials at night, but they need to do it for beard spray.
I hear you went down to Eos. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding
No,
me?
not Rogaine. It was spray that actually looked like spray on paint
Hold on.
hair.
The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
I'm going to Tan, and I might have a different opinion. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
No, wrong way. So yeah, so Apostle, it's Mass Effect, but not. Like, you still get to do some of the things that Mass Effect lets you do, and other things it's kind of like,
Pathfinder, do you have
it's-
just a minute?
oh, do I have to?
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakeem, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you
It's like it's Mass Effect,
Director
but not.
Cans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Nice to see someone so
Oh, did ya?
devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
You know, that's the thing that people have kind of watched and played, aside from some of the stiffer-ish, some of the stiffer voice acting. It's not a bad game. Like, it did have, it had the visual bugs at the beginning of it were a bit iffy, and then they came back through and they fixed it. But it's not as bad as everybody kind of made it out to be.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Hope that piss him off.
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pool funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
Pioneers, yeah.
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This was more fun than I expected. You were great.
Okay.
I'll get to work editing.
Yeah.
Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I can get behind that.
I
liked Anthem. Anthem,
I knew that given a
for
chance,
what it
your talents
was,
would emerge.
was fun.
Deciphering the vault,
They just didn't have enough
terraforming.
people to
It's not how we
play.
imagined all this,
but it
but
was
a
like
good
the Iron
Pathfinder
Man simulator
improvises.
of my dreams.
And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now,
All right,
Ryder.
Apostle, thank you for
A
the follow.
reason for
Thank you for the
people to
raid. I
believe.
appreciate it. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again soon. But yeah, I liked Anthem. I thought Anthem was kind of fun. But the problem was, like I said, not enough people were playing it. So if you were trying to matchmake and do anything, eventually it would just send you into something that was designed for multiple people to do, and you had to do it solo. Like, imagine trying to do a Mythic Plus in WoW. Imagine trying to do Mythic Plus in WoW, and after, doing a looking for group, they would just sit there and go, okay, you can just do it by yourself. Like, I'm sorry, what?
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
All opinions matter.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do us much good if the Ket attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Ket are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I
Right.
think that's best. You have my permission.
I don't need permission.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Douchebag.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Med Bay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks. Could be useful.
The Normandy SR2, look at that. Ooh, hello.
Logistics updates are due within the hour.
You know, an actual Iron Man game. I mean, Marvel's Avengers is pretty close. Like, it's not a bad game. I think they didn't quite know what to do with themselves, and they're like, well, we're going to make this kind of like a loot grind and a raid thing. It's like, they probably could have just gotten away with doing it as a, what's the word? Just a regular, just campaign and be done with it.
All known explanation. How?
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope, that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
But it's not, what, huh?
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
Okay, well.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
Speak with Addison. Okay, so we're gonna go speak with Addison. And then we're getting close to end of stream, so I don't know how much more we're gonna end up doing. Uh-oh. Okay. It makes him, I don't know about accessory, but yeah, I mean, he didn't kill him, so
Please address concerns
I know.
first with Director Addison. One must obey protocol.
If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
yeah, no pressure.
Hello, Pathfinder.
I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Breka, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like... too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
So, you're the one that takes charge of waking up blocks of people?
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Okay, so what kind of thresholds do we need?
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
Okay, so what about our viability?
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
So what's first?
All right, Breka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
So, and I get it, but here's the thing. We could sit there and exile the guy. We could sit there and exile. And discharge a firearm with the intent to kill a severe crime, that's attempted murder. No. Attempted murder, I don't think that's how that's judged. Like, if I sit there and point a gun at you, son, and I shoot, and I happen to miss, that's still attempted murder.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
1 cryopod point available. Give me minerals, thank you.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Okay.
I'd say all that's worth a 3-day pass.
Got it, boss. I'll sit.
I was improving the intent, that's when it
Glad
becomes
to see you
criminal
finally.
negligence, assault
I
with
hear
deadly
you've
weapon,
been
or
busy out
attempted
there.
murder.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Okay, we'll come back to that. A little bit. I mean, it's already kind of 2 o'clock my time, and I'd like to actually get some shut-eye tonight.
Adjustments must be approved beforehand.
I can't believe it. You're free.
But,
Oh,
like,
Pathfinder,
maybe
we
10,
have
15
you to
minutes
thank.
tops.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
You'd better live a clean life, Nilkin. Or else.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
Yeah. Live clean or die. This used to be just filled with stuff.
Director Tan of your status. A correction? Is it a Pathfinder? Wow.
Okay.
I'm Davis Carr, Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
So have you reported before?
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
So how are you funded?
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
I don't envy your job.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Alright, well that's all for now.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over, the places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
Sure.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Okay, easy enough.
Reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Alright, I think this is actually a good opportunity for us to save. EOS is at 80%, so we're in pretty good shape. Alrighty, let's see here.